Alright, back for the total domination model. Yeah. Have you gone with the exercises from last week's lesson? Do you know your niche? Have you determined where you're going to produce content from? Make sure you do that, because now we're going to talk about phase 2 here. We're still in the expert alchemy formula, but you are going to craft a keynote presentation. Alright, what does that mean? What am I endeavouring to say to you there? You've got a message, you're clear about your message, you want to speak to a specific audience. Well, you will need to speak to that audience. It's not enough to write a blog post. It's not enough, although it's great to do, to write a book. It's even not enough to get onto podcast or videoing, although I'm going to encourage you to do all of these things as we move towards total domination. But I still want you to start with one point only. And then, whatever it is you are doing, I want you to create a keynote presentation around that process. So what do I mean? Let's just say you've decided that you have an absolute love and a passion for the neuroscience of chiropractic, and you want to do brain-based chiropractic communication, and you want to tell people if you remove interference of the spine, you remove interference of the nervous system. And removing interference of the nervous system allows you to express health in a profound and powerful way. Now, you can have your own message. Again, headache, migraine, back pain, sports, peak performance executives, doesn't matter. What you then do is say, what is the framework of all the content that I'm going to produce? I've got a message to deliver, and now I'm going to put it into a presentation. Okay, so my PowerPoint slide deck is going to get created. I'm going to present a 30-minute, expose of my core message around whatever my niche topic is. Now, you do this in practice already, I would imagine. Certainly, I know a lot of chiropractors, and most of them do a lay lecture for their patients in their practices, sometimes out there in the community, and they say, this is what chiropractic is, this is how chiropractic works, this is why chiropractic is beneficial, this is what it's going to do for you, this is why we deliver chiropractic care in our practices, and there's a whole range of messages you share. Oftentimes there's science behind why it is we do what we do and how that is going to impact them, help them in the healthcare that they're experiencing in your practice. And it's a presentation. Boom! It's got a framework. It's got a simple delivery, a simple method. I now want you to go about and do exactly the same thing and create a keynote presentation for whatever area you've decided you're going to work in, and start crafting a fantastic message around that with a compelling opening, a promise of life-changing experiences and amazing content that elevates their understanding of the information that you want to be impactful in their life, that's going to change their health. And then I want you to come to an incredible close with a call to action. Book an appointment, read my book, attend one of my longer workshops, listen to my podcast. What is it that you want your message to call them to do, to act at a higher level of involvement with you? So it's about deepening the relationship, building the connection. Once they have read your blog or listened to you on a podcast and they come to your presentation, they start to go, wow, this person's got some great information. I want to hear more from them. I want to understand deeper what they're going through here, because it makes sense to me. It's relevant to me in my life, for my health. So start producing a framework for how you'll present that. Put the beautiful artistry of a PowerPoint slide deck together. And firstly, no death by PowerPoint. I don't want 40 lines on the PowerPoint reading. Images that visually reflect what it is that you want to say, not text on a slide deck. Okay? Once you've got that, build that PowerPoint, and there's a couple of things you can do. Depending on the environment you're in, you may be able to do an in-house lecture. You may be able to actually pay for some space, market and advertise an outbound lecture. You may be able to go to your patients and say, look, I've got this great presentation. I know you work at name the office that they work at, and there's 100 people there. I'd love to come and do a presentation for your office. I'd love to go into an executive setting and share this message. Or ultimately, you can deliver it online, pay for advertising and book people in. Find a way to deliver this message, bring this message out there in the community, get better at sharing it, and then, you deliver it once, and then again, and over time this becomes your keynote presentation that shares with the world your knowledge, your expertise, your wisdom, your insights, and it starts to position you as not only the authority because of the writing you have done or the podcast or the blog you've delivered, but now you're presenting, you're speaking. That's authority, and that's the next step to total domination. Go do that action now, and we'll see you on the next video.